This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Coming up, a chance to meet some bands. I'm talking some rock stars this weekend, and we'll get you in to Big Day Out. That'll be coming up with the ticket window right now. Sleaze, as we do every weekday just after 7, with Leslie Fram, brought to you by McDonald's. Archways to Opportunity helps employees achieve their dreams. If you want to learn more, go to mcdonalds.com.
Everyone's talking about this Paul Reubens documentary, Pee-wee as himself on HBO. You know, he hid his terminal cancer from the directors of the doc until his death. But this is some really eerie audio, Barnes. This is his final message on the day before he passed, his final recording.
The reason I wanted to make a documentary was to let people see who I really am and how painful and difficult it was to be labeled something that I wasn't. The moment I heard somebody label me as a pedophile, I knew it was going to change everything moving forward and backwards. I wanted to talk about and have some understanding of what it's like to be labeled a pariah, to have people scared of you or unsure of you or untrusting, or to look at what your intentions are through some kind of filter that's not true. I wanted people to understand that occasionally where there is smoke, there isn't always fire. I wanted somehow for people to understand that my whole career, everything I did and wrote, was based in love and my desire to entertain and bring glee and creativity to young people and to everyone.
That's so wild that that's the day before he died.
It's very sad, too, because you have those defining moments in your life.
Dang.
And that's your legacy, and I just thought it was tragic. Who do you think, in your opinion, when we talk about actors and who's like the most calculated actor out there, like
easy,
really manipulates and knows every move? And I'm not saying it in a negative way, but it's kind of true.
I mean, Tom Cruise?
Yes.
I mean, that's just such an easy question.
I know. I saw this. He's reflecting on his dedication to creating storytelling and giving audiences great movie-going experiences. I mean, this guy, listen to this.
At the beginning of my career, I'd made all these films, and I remember some guy, very well-known studio executive saying, it's like, what are you going to do from here? You know, where it's like, you should just retire. And I was like in my 20s, and I was just thought to myself, and there's always another mountain. There's always another goal. I can always do better. We can always find another story to engage an audience, and I'll never take it for granted. Do you ever reflect on your body of work? And yes, I can look at it and go, and I know I never took a day for granted, ever. And I never took for granted the audience, what I was doing, the people I'm working with, every moment. And that's how I feel. I know that we can always take a story and create something special out of it. It just takes that kind of intention and effort and know-how and just, you know, hard work to do it that I love doing.
Unbelievable. And Mission Impossible, by the way, The Final Reckoning, still number 2 at the box office this week, $27.2 million. Lilo and Stitch, still number 1. Of course, you know, it's a Disney live action reboot. Brad Pitt, you know, everyone's talking about the GQ covers of Brad Pitt and the other actors in F1. And, you know, the new look, his head's shaved. He kind of, everybody says he looks like a fisherman. You've seen those photos, right?
Yeah, he's got a huge bald spot now on the back of his head. I never knew was there, and he's got like super short hair.
Well, he's finally talking about the divorce with Angelina in a very nonchalant way because he's focusing on F1. But he was asked about that, and he basically said that after this whole 8-year process, it wasn't a major event for him, but just a legal formality. It all boils down to that, right, Barnes?
It wasn't a major event?
Just a legal formality.
When we were on vacation, we went over to Europe, and we were just not even 20 minutes from Miraval, which is the one they were fighting over, their estate, their vineyard.
Remember, I wanted to go to Miraval.
And they would not, you couldn't even get near it to photograph it. Like, you can't, not only can you not go there, like on a tour or a tasting.
Really?
You can't even get near enough to take an image. Now, I don't know if that's new, if that's so, because I just wanted to see it.
You think it's because of this ongoing lawsuit?
I don't know, but I don't know how you control something like that, but they did.
Wow.
You cannot get to it, Miraval. So if those are on your French plans, cancel them.
Take it off your French plans. Well, speaking of Brad's XX, the morning show is scheduled to make its return for season 4. Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, September 17th on Apple TV. You watched Nobody Wants This.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah.
Kristen Bell and Adam Brody. I thought it was great.
Very good.
Okay, that's also returning for a second season. I've got the date for you on Netflix, October 23rd. That's your celebrity sleaze.
All right, pillow fighting is a thing. We're going to talk to the CEO of the Pillow Fight Championships next. And by the way, that sleaze, and if you tuned in the middle of it or whatever, plus a whole lot of other sleaze, that's available on the podcast 10 a.m. daily here at 99X.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
We're throwing open the metaphorical closet doors of our lives. We're going to be cleaning out the closet. What no longer fits? Audit some of your relationships. How about auditing your emotions? Maybe it's your career you need to look at. Get your life together for this season.
The Ed Milet Show.
It's time for a little cleaning of the soul. Let's get a little ruthless, a little refreshing, and a little real. God bless you, everyone.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.